Hey, look who it is, man. I'm glad y'all here. Why don't you stick around and help me put this 14-inch bandsaw together from Harbor Freight and let's find out if it's any good or not. You ready? You willing? Let's get going. All right, we've got this thing popped open, so what we need to do now is I'm gonna do a quick unboxing because the packaging looks great. I'm gonna do a quick unboxing and see what's inside, and then we'll go from there. Might be a time lapse, might not be, so we'll see. But first we've got our push stick, your fence, of course your instructions. We want to see how those go, so we'll look at these and see what they say. Your base legs. Gonna be a lot of cropping in this video, man. You know what? I don't know if y'all know a lot about me, but I'm a licensed general contractor, framed all my life, poured concrete all my life, built houses, built multifamily apartments, but this is what I love. Don't get me wrong, love my job, but this is what I truly love. Like this, they've got all their screws separated and labeled in each package, so that should make it easier to put together. Ooh, that's a big puppy. Maybe I should have got somebody in here to help me. Your table, more base legs. Your wheel, so you can move it around. More screws, package labeled, so that's a good thing. More parts, wheels, your miter gauge. And I don't know if y'all know or not, I drive 2 hours to work, 2 hours home every day, and still come home and have time to do this at night and on the weekends, and it's a blessing, man. God is good. Y'all stick with him. Trying to come up with a way that I can unbox this thing by myself and stand it up, because it's not an easy puppy. I might have to get my son in here to help us out. There she is, baby. What y'all think? So far, anyway. This camera off. Y'all get down here where you can see me. But that's right out the box. The Bauer 14-inch bandsaw with a stand. I'm excited about this. Is it gonna be a shop upgrade or not? Here we go. Let's roll. All right, guys, we're back. Didn't want to bore you with putting the base together because it's really not essential to the saw. It was real simple to put together. Just don't tighten up all your bolts before you get your braces all the way around it. It is mobile, which is great. It's got a little wheel on the back. Just pop that down and you can roll it back and forth, turn it, do whatever you want to. So if you want to get it out in the saw to where you can use it out in the middle of the floor, that's a great thing. So I like that feature. If you don't want it in the middle of the floor, you can put it on the wall and use it there, and it can be a stationary bandsaw. But now we're going to roll on to putting on the table, and let's get going. Guys, that was pretty simple, to be honest with you. The base was the hardest part. Still wasn't hard, but that took the most time. And the table went on easy. The fence jumps right on quick. So, I mean, it's a real nice saw. So far, it's a solid little saw. I wouldn't say little, but it's a solid saw. Let's fire it up and see how loud it is. That's sweet. That is sweet, not loud at all. So far, I'm excited. So I'm gonna get you an up close personal view of this saw and what it can do. I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons on it today. So I'm ready to get rolling on it. First, let's take some measurements real quick. On your table, let's see, that comes off pretty easy. on your table, you've got 20 3/8 inch from back to front and side to side. Depending on where you're going to, you roughly got about 15 inches, 15 1/4 inches. So that's a lot of room, that's a lot of table. And let's continue with the table. This thing's cast iron, it's solid, it's heavy. I like that. Now what you'll see here is a lot of saws, bandsaws, the blade is turned the other way and it comes out the front. So when we're making changes, blade changes on this saw, you'll have to remove this measuring plate on the front, and it's just real easy. There's knobs underneath it that you just twist and it pops right off and you put it right back on to change the blade out. So overall, you'll need the base of the saw is roughly 25 inches deep without the wheel, and I'm going to make sure of that for you real quick. With the wheel, you're a little over 25 inches and about 30 inches. So I would suggest a workable area, if you're going to put this in one spot and leave it, of about a 3x5 area or something like that to give yourself plenty of room to work with. All right, it's about 67 inches tall to your tensioning knob, and to open the inside up is really easy. You just turn the knob, it pops right open. Now, with this, I like this, solid wheels. You've got sealed bearings, your tensioning knob, and on the back, I'll turn it around in a minute and show you, there's a quick release so you can change your blade faster and then tighten it up. Very solid. I like it. It's easy to adjust and everything. You've got a window with and it's hard to see, so I don't know if you can see it, so I'll bring you down. Inside of there, you've got a gauge for your blade tension. So hopefully you can see that. And you can see it through the window. I'm not sure. Shake it up, Michael Lee. Shake it up. Shake it up. Not sure if you can see it through the window yet. I haven't even tried that, so I need to get the camera back level. Get the camera level. All right, there we go. All right, so that's pretty much it on the inside. The wheels seem to be solid. Like I said, sealed bearings, so that's awesome. And you just shut it back and turn your knob one time. Here you can adjust your depth of your cutting area, or if you're resawing, this thing will resaw up to 8 inches. Hey guys, we've talked about this saw now and getting ready to run it through some tests, but what I want you to do right now is, how about giving me a thumbs up on this video? Share this video with somebody. Let's get out there and help these DIYers get upgrades for their shops that they can afford. And we're gonna find out today if this was one they can afford, or not necessarily afford, but if it's an upgrade for their shop. I really think you're gonna be surprised by this video. So remember, give me that thumbs up, I do appreciate it. I'll take the camera down and show you something real quick. One con that I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna mention again. This back is a solid stamped piece of metal. There is no separation in it, so you can't add a riser to have a increased riser or a resaw cut. So that is one bad thing about it. However, for most woodworkers, you know, that are in their shop or DIYers, you're not going to be resawing more than about 8 inches. So we're going to try a Tenon joint in a little bit and see how that works with it. But 8 inches, and you got about 13 3/8, maybe a little less, 1/16 less throat depth from your blade. Now I will say, right out of the box, this thing was on point. I checked it with the square and the table to the blade and checked it, and I'm telling you, it was on point right out of the box. So those are a lot of positives, man. For $5.99, that's a lot of positives. Now, with the way the base is, you could actually set this thing on a cabinet if you wanted to adjust the height and permanently put it somewhere. I believe you can do that. So that would work too, so you don't have to have it on a base. But I like the mobility of the base because that's a huge positive to me. You just click your wheel down. Let's turn it down so you can see it, baby. Turn it down, Michael Lee, turn it down. You can click your base right here, pop that thing up, and that thing will roll around real easy. And you just let it back down, and boom, it's set. Now get back up here with me, everybody. Let's talk about this thing some more. Get back up here. Get your camera level, Michael. Get up. You still ain't level, boy. Get it level. All right, there we go. So I should have spun it on around for you so you can see the backside. Let me do that right now. All right, here, quick release knob for your tension knob here, your camber so you can get your blade straight up and down when you change it. Even gave you a little slot to put your Allen wrenches so you can make an adjustment. Down here, can't see that, get down there, Michael Lee. Down here you've got, if your table's not perfectly square, you've got a little adjustment and you can use one of these Allen wrenches to do it. It's got a 4-inch dust port on the back of it. And the reason I say you can put this on a, since it's got a stamp base on it, you could put it on a cabinet if you wanted to, real easy. And it makes it easier because the motor's on the side of this thing instead of up under it like a lot of them are. So, a lot of great qualities here, a lot of great qualities, man. I'm telling you, I believe, in my opinion, that if you're looking for a shop upgrade that is budget friendly, if we can get our camera level again, Michael Lee, for a shop upgrade that's budget friendly, I think this thing's gonna be a game changer. I really do. Here you've got your knob. You turn the front knob a little bit to unlock it, and then you can adjust your height of your cut by moving it up and down. So here you can move it up and down, so that's going to make it a lot easier than instead of you just loosening the screw and that thing falling, you have to move it by hand. You've got an adjustment and you just lock it back. So that's pretty cool. I've told you it's got easy to change blades, tension, 4-inch dust port. Con, it doesn't have a light. But if you got enough light in your shop, I don't think that's a deal breaker. You don't have a light shining down on your piece of or work piece that you're using. So I really don't think that's a deal breaker, but could be. Another con is my Harbor Freight didn't carry the blades that you need, but it's a quick, easy find on Amazon. I've already done that and got some coming. So they're 100-inch blades, by the way. It takes a 100-inch blade. A lot of them are 93 and some change for most bandsaws, but this one is 100 inches. Quiet. I've mentioned that before. It's real quiet. Out of the box alignment was on point. Can't argue with that. Your quick release and the mod base I talked about. So I've pretty much covered everything. So let's put it through some tests and see what we got right here. I want to do a little small tenon joint, and I'm gonna get that ready and see what it works. Okay, here we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna try a tenon joint on this thing for the first time. So, not my first tenon joint, but the first time on this 14-inch bandsaw, if you know what I mean. So, I've got a board marked here, and we're gonna set the fence to my depth that I've got marked on my board, and we're gonna see how it goes. As quiet as this saw is, I'm not as worried about ear protection on a bandsaw as I am just eye protection. You never know when that blade could spin a little chip up or something, and I don't want to hit me in the eye, so be safe out there. Always turn your motor off before you try to get a piece of wood out of it, unless you want to poke it with something. I don't like doing that because sometimes it can affect the blade. It's not bad, man. That's a piece of cherry. That's pretty good right there. I'm a $5.99, dude. You can't beat this. $5.99. That's the price for the bandsaw. Let's get busy with it. Nah, seriously, $5.99. You can't beat that, man. I really think that this bandsaw is going to be worth it for a shop upgrade. And look, if you got any questions or comments, how about dropping them, and I'll try to answer them. Get back to you and answer them. If not, we can ask the community to answer them for us. Like I said, this thing's got a lot of adjustments on it. You can tilt the table. It's got, I didn't show you that. I think I showed you on the other video, but here, right here, you can adjust your table, unlock it. You unlock it right there, and you can adjust the angle of your table with this knob. Right there, real easy. And it's a crank, and this thing's solid, man. It's steel, cast iron tabletop, solid base, easy mobility. You can actually mount it to a table or a cabinet if you want to build a cabinet to go under it. 110 volt, 1 horsepower motor. I really don't know what else to say. This puppy's all right. If you've had this bandsaw before, drop a comment and let me know what you thought about it. But right now, I think it's a shop upgrade. Well done, Harbor Freight or Bauer, whichever one you want to say. Great job. Man, I'm so glad y'all came to the shop with me today. Me, Mike, and Michael Lee. I can't thank you enough, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, as I always say, Jesus loves you. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, like, or comment, guys. I really do appreciate it. This Bauer, on point. Great job.